Hello everyone! Today, as I promised, I wanted to continue the lesson about creating torn fabric and threads in Zbrush. I will show you one simple technique for baking threads. This method is useful when you have many threads and placing them one by one takes too much time. This workflow is easier than placing every thread manually, and the final result will look almost the same like you see in Zbrush. Now, as we have high poly threads and main fabric mesh in Zbrush, we can smooth sharp edges if we need it and export everything to Maya or any other software where you can retopologize high poly mesh. Then we set the fabric mesh as a live surface and start retopology on top of it. We begin Retopo by creating polygons that follow the direction of the islands. The places with holes we make solid polygon islands, and their borders should overlap the torn fabric edges. We do this around the whole perimeter. Sometimes you'll see two areas connected by threads. You can bridge them temporarily with the solid polygons and fix the topology later. In my case, the fabric is not retopologized now because I keep this lesson short, but normally you should make the cloth in Retopo first. Then you use it as a base to make the thread topology on top. Now we can fix the polygon islands which are on the holes and add some edges to keep the topology clean. The main goal is to keep the flow clean for future animation. Try to keep edges mostly horizontal and vertical like a grid. When you finish the perimeter, turn off live surface. Now push edges so they could fully cover all threads. Add extra edges where the density is too low. Make sure the low poly mesh covers every thread shape. Next step is UVs. Cut them in any way that works for you. The tear is chaotic, so UVs may also look chaotic. That's okay. Just keep them clean and even, and check them with a checker texture. Export the low poly mesh and move to your baking software. I use Marmoset Toolbag. You don't need to load the main fabric mesh for baking. This gives a cleaner bake and easier to edit later. Place high poly threads in high poly slot, and place low poly mesh into low poly slot. Increase cage distance slightly if you need it. Choose the maps you need, normal, ambient occlusion and other ones. But the most important is alpha mask. Without alpha, transparency will not work. Set output folder, choose texture resolution and press bake. Now you have all the maps ready. Apply them to low poly mesh. Plug the alpha mask into shader and you will get clean baked threads for game assets. Now we have baked thread clusters with very little effort. This method works well for games, CGI or any other projects. At the end, you can move threads slightly, fix borders, or remove deep polygons. This helps avoid clipping during animation. Threads should only touch fabric surface and not go deep inside. This is the whole idea of this baking workflow. It saves time, looks natural, and gives much more randomness than placing each thread manually. That's it. Thank you for your attention and see you in the next video.